What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hopefully everyone's having a good evening. Sales have been kind of crazy today. I got most of my sales last night after about 12:30 midnight. So that picked up. I had a couple today, a bunch of offers. Nothing took. I think I had two sales, two or three this evening. So hopefully everyone has received some sold items as well. Tonight we're going to be going over uh, processes, organization, how to streamline your reselling business. And these are mainly tips that I have found. I would love to hear what you guys do in the chat and in the comments down below. So feel free to leave some messages. I'd love to hear what you're doing. I thought I'd share what I have kind of done and the top 5 things that really have helped me create more efficient processes. Because right now, for me, time is my biggest hang up. I need to gain time. If I lose it, I can't list as much. So before we get into it, let's see who we have in the chat. Sean, how's it going? Pac-Man, Thrill the Hunt, Audrey, Donna, Scott Lindsay, Charlotte, how's it going? Blessed Kicks, Chibs, Mike, what's going on? Hey, Vicky. Jennifer, 20 items for the weekend so far. Nice, Donna. Hey, Tanya. Pac-Man, I took like 20 steps back today. I noticed about 20 items that completed and not in my store. Oh, man. Hey, Joey, what's going on? Are you talking about Poshmark? Completed. Or are you talking about eBay? Pac-Man. All right, so, hey, Scott Lindsay, appreciate the super chat. Glad to have you back. I don't think I've seen you for a while. But again, appreciate the super chat. Thank you. So these first couple are kind of the same, first two, but I'm gonna break them out. So I'm gonna talk about organization, and organization is kind of really the top item. If you think about organization, whatever you do, hey, Michigan girl, you want to keep things organized, be it in your workspace, your inventory. Basically, you want items within reach, right? I want to create as little movement as possible. So for example, I kind of list down here. So organization, what I do is I have, for example, I have a cup of stuff right here. And I know that I have my scissors, screwdriver, and pen within reach, for example. I have batteries and a tape measure right there within reach, rubber bands, and you can see my light right there. So organize, right? And be it now, I'm kind of combine them now, but keep things where you know where they are, right? You don't want to have things scattered around. That's where you kind of lose time trying to find it. Just like when you misplace something in inventory. Was it 2 days ago? I was looking for one of my Browns visors. It took me a good 10 minutes to find it just because I placed hats in 2 different sections of my inventory, and I forgot that I misplaced that box that I had hats in. That, in a sidebar, my hats are the one last thing I need to organize. You can see I have the second rack going here for clothes, or I should say fifth or sixth rack. But for hats, I need a better organization because I'm losing time. Whenever I sell hats now, I'm losing time trying to find them if I don't remember where it's at. So organization, not only in your supplies and your desk area, whatever desk area you're using, as well as your inventory. And I did sell a hat on Poshmark today. Best offer of $35. So if you can find Gorin Brothers, Goorin. It's a they have a square patch on the hat. I should have grabbed it before the show. On vacation. Joey's on vacation this week. Nice. Visit our thrift stores in Rehoboth. There you go. Eric, good to see you. Diesel found a replacement camera. Nice. Thrill the Hunt, hoping to be much better organized once I get my mini warehouse space in the next couple of weeks. There you go. Designate a space or spaces. So the areas that I use, I have down here, what you're looking at. I kind of do my YouTube right here, my bar area, and I do my listing here. I take my pictures over there on the floor, and then I hang it up. So that leads into the placement of materials. So in order to ship, so for example, this goes back and organized within reach, but placement materials, right? I want to keep everything in order. So when I'm shipping upstairs, I use my desk upstairs, my office. I mainly use that for shipping, bookkeeping. I have some boxes up there. I keep boxes all in one section, and I have a shelving space for boxes. But when I talk about one area, for example, here's an example of a scale. So what I do is when I box up my items and I'm sitting here, I have all my items and I bring them right to my floor. As I box them up, my scale is sitting to the left of my computer. So it's within reach. I don't have to get up. All my packing materials are right where I can reach it. Placement of materials, I put my scale here. I weigh it. I go on the computer. I'm working left to right now. Go on my computer, put the weight in, and then my printer, my actual Dymo is right to the right of the computer. Print that out, and I put it right on the package. So all this shipping and my tape, I have my tape on my desk. I have my another tape measure on my desk. So everything's not only within reach, but I'm working in an order, right? Left to right. And that minimizes the need for me to get out of my desk. I only have to get up if I have to find some weird shaped box. I have to Frankenstein a box, VCR, but mainly the clothing, the little items that 85% when I ship out, it's right there. I don't have to move when I'm shipping it. So when you're thinking about laying out your areas, try and put them in such a way that you can streamline it so you're not hopping back and forth, you're not getting up, you're not searching for stuff. You're organized as well as you have your layout of your space and how you use it. Hey, big guy, what's up? Tanya, polybag labeled and SKU in eBay tells bin, number, and weight. That's another thing you can do. You can use the custom SKU, put it on there and tell you where the item is in your inventory. Some people polybag it prior to storing it. I hang it. I polybag as I sell it. Otherwise, I'd have 300 pieces of cloth. I mean, some people do this. I just don't have that many polybags to do it. And plus, I don't know. I just don't polybag everything. Eric, all my inventory is in boxes. I have 5 boxes with hats in them. So a hat may say hat box 1, hat box 2. Okay, so you can label them that way. I'm thinking for my hats, I want to do all my snapbacks flat brimmed in one area, all my curved brim with the soft front, and then organize it all by color. So I can look at it that way. I'm not sure. Hey, Anita, what's up? Been working out of an upstairs bedroom. My wife is now moving me to the basement. Yeah, that's kind of where I've kind of migrated as I've grown. I used to do everything in one little spot. Now I've kind of tried to tie things together. So all my listing, pictures, all that's down here. Shipping's in my office. And then sometimes I'll list in the living room sometimes. I'll just use that one area, but then I'll bring everything downstairs. That's kind of out of the process, I would argue. But so for example, if I'm listing, what I'll do is I'll go back over here, and I have the best lighting right by the stairs over there. I'll take all my pictures on my phone, and then I'll come over here and I'll start putting everything in my Excel spreadsheet, and then tagging everything, cross-posting, and we'll get to the next 3 tips kind of cover that. And then I'll go over there and I'll hang it up. So that's kind of how I use the basement. So I separate my basement from listing to my office for shipping. I don't have the room. I don't have room to hang everything. I have everything crammed in totes with polybags. See, that's a great idea. If you don't have space and you have the totes, if you can get everything polybagged, that's safe. So I have to polybag as I'm shipping, and I probably lose time that way. But either I use the time and polybag it now, or polybag it when I'm shipping it. So who all can see the custom SKU? I believe it's only you, the seller. Only the seller once the order populates, only you can see the custom SKU. Go vertical. That's true. All right. So I kind of touched on this one already. Number 3 would be a listing area. Here's one thing I need to do. So now that I grew into FBA and I'm kind of growing my getting my shipments in there. I have this flat table that I put away. I need to find some space, probably over there, and get rid of the dollhouse and do it over there. As I grow and have a ton of VCRs where I need to wrap with bubble wrap, I'm probably going to have kind of a packing station, but that kind of falls in the listing area. I kind of have my listing area right here as well as on the floor. As long as you have a designated spot where you're doing the same task over and over, and you kind of minimize the movement, you can classify that as a listing area. As long as you're not listing over here one day and then over there the other day, because you're losing time at trying to maximize or minimize the number of steps that you're doing. So try to stick to one area and get the stuff that you need where you need it and minimize that movement. I pack most things ready to go and just write what is on the bag, but I put them in the bins. I've heard of that too. Polybag them with a little note on the poly bag, and then in the tote we'll have the number where you get it. I've seen people box everything as they list it, that is way extreme to me, because sometimes some things don't sell, and if I have everything boxed up, I would think that'd be crazy to find, but that's just me. So listing area is probably number 3. Photo area is number 4. So I know some people, and this is probably something else I can get better at, is if you have lights, you're probably going to have that in one section, right? You can have lights with your hang rack or something on the floor, but you don't want to be moving your lights around. You don't want to be changing the way your items appear in photos. You want to be as consistent as possible. So get an area where you can take photos all the time. That's where I use over there on the floor. That's kind of what I do. I can improve that. If I were to lay it out so that maybe I can set a section over here. So as I'm going through the listing and cataloging, I can then flow over to pictures. So as long as I keep that steady flow of process, I think that would help a ton. Again, minimize this time you're doing things. Keep it as standard as possible. So then your body will start memorizing what you're doing. Eric, first cha-ching, first Poshmark sale during the show. Nice. So you can put where and how much you paid on the custom SKU and the buyer won't see it. Yeah, that's great. Because a lot of people will put it in their title, and you'll see the weird stuff at the end of the title. Long time ago, I used to never know what that meant. But you see all the numbers, you see the letters at the end. I like using as much space as possible for what the item actually is. Hey, Rusty Raccoon, what's up? Nice. Thrill the Hunt had a sale too. Awesome. Now, this one's probably, I don't know if many people think about this, but this is kind of the last one that I've used. And I use this a lot just because I keep it open all the time. I use Google Chrome, and I know Internet Explorer has it. I believe Firefox has it as well. What I do is I keep my tabs. I have different tabs open, and I keep them in order. So I have my YouTube one open, and then within the tab, I'll pull another tab up, and I'll pull open eBay sold. I'll pull open my Google Sheets. I'll pull up another eBay tab that says the PayPal or the eBay fees, FBA tab, and then Poshmark. So as I'm doing certain things, I reorganize my tabs. If I'm cross-posting between eBay and Poshmark, I'm putting my eBay internet tab and my Poshmark internet tab right next to each other, as well as my Google Sheets somewhere around there. So I can flip an order. I can go copy and paste from my Google Sheets, search for an eBay, sell similar, add photos that I have from my photo stream. So we talk about streamlining your photos. I can automatically pull them in, create the listing, copy and paste the title, go to the next tab, says Poshmark, create an item on Poshmark, copy and paste. Now I copy and paste everything from tab to tab. That allows less typing. Copy and paste. If you can minimize the time you're going through screens, you don't want to have to do every listing, go back, copy it, or even type it all out again. You want to minimize your typing. That's why I list everything the same when I'm going through if I'm cross-posting. That's what's difficult for me for Mercari, and it's why I'm probably not listing as much, because you have to do it on your phone, and I'd have to copy and paste on the phone. So unless someone has a touch mark, because you can pull it up on the internet. That's why it's been so easy for me. Can you put your mannequin on a Lazy Susan to make it easier to turn around? Yeah, you could do that as well. But I floor lay everything. I don't have an area that's solely dedicated to white space yet. So I could do that, but I don't have a spot yet. Rusted, we're just talking about processes, different things that you want to streamline to make it easier and quicker. I'm able to list clothing items pretty much in 5 minutes, maybe. And then I've finally got my photo stream on my iPhone to iMac, so my photos are seamlessly transferred. I don't have to do anything. Donna says you can do Mercari on your laptop. Really? All right, so maybe I'll have to look at pulling up a Mercari tab right next to it. I never even thought to look it up. But if you can do that, then I'll try that. Eric, I'm going to be niche specific on Mercari. Cross-posting 3 sites is difficult. Yeah. That's where I've had more success recently on Poshmark. I say more success, but I feel the clothing has a better pull on Poshmark. Yeah, if you need to copy and paste is easy and fast. So even better, instead of right-clicking copy, Control-C or Command-C is copy, and Command and Control-V is paste. If you don't know your hotkeys on your keyboard, that saves you a ton of time. Even if you're using your mouse, right-click and copy, do Control-C. Saves, talk about 3 seconds, but that adds up on your 20th listing 5 days in a row. Donna does nothing on the phone except take photos and upload them. I was doing listing on Poshmark and Mercari on my phone, but I stopped doing that. Just because, to your point, the time. So you're kicking my tail every day without even a dedicated photo area? Oh, yeah, I just use the floor. I floor lay it. And then I'll try, I rarely will I take the pictures of the back of the piece of clothing, just because like a polo shirt, there's nothing on it if I don't have to show anything. So I try not to flip it. I leave it on the floor, take photos of everything I need to do, and then basically throw it in a pile. Take all my pictures. If I get some free time with the kids, I'll hang it the next day, but I pile it up. Hey, Rake and Profit. Steve, thanks for coming. So that's minimizing your time, right? I don't need to hang everything up right at that time. I photo, keep moving, photo, keep moving. So those are my tips right there. If you can get that going and you can streamline and minimize your movements, you can save yourself a ton of time, and that adds up after a while. If you're listing every day, you want to maximize what you're doing, go for it. Thrill the Hunt. I take pics on my phone through the eBay app, then save the draft and finish it on the computer. That's another way to do it too. I would take pictures right in the listing on the eBay app. So then you can save space on your phone and it goes right to eBay. But if you're cross-posting, you want to have those photos available immediately for that next tab. But yeah, Thrill the Hunt, I used to do that until I realized I could have both tabs open in Internet Explorer and do it. Great tips, guys. Keep them coming. So that's, I mean, you want things within reach. If I have to get up and go to get something or I have to go find it, I'm dead in the water at that point. So keep the chat going in terms of tips. Love the tips, different things that people do. It helps all of us get better. There's things that I didn't even know that you guys all did, and I brought it and incorporated in my business. And it allows cross-posting. It allows more sales, get stuff up there, and create more opportunities. Do you have a video on how to get started? Kyle Griggs. So it depends how you want to get started, Kyle. If you want to get started in a specific platform, if you want to get started on liquidation, I can help you either way. There's some videos I have out there on how to get started in liquidation if you're looking at doing that. Whereas eBay, I touch a little bit on how to get started there. There's some others that have beginner videos on eBay. Anyone have an Amazon affiliate link for soft bulb lights? I do not. I do need to get my lighting kit though. Dymo, yeah, Dymo print label. If you guys are shipping a ton every night, get a peel and stick label. The Dymo 450 is probably one of the cheapest or one of the greatest ones. That saves a ton of time. If you're cutting labels, that's a lot of time. If you you have 20 sold items on the weekend, that could take a lot of time to cut that out. You might not think it will, but it does. The peel and stick's awesome. Best investment. That was the first investment I ever did, was the Dymo, and I'm glad I did it. So, all right. So I'll go over. I went to 2 thrift stores today. I went one at lunch, and then I went to one right after work, and I only spent 20 minutes in the second one. I picked up this Cleveland Browns jersey. It's Joe Hayden though, so I'm not sure. It is sewn on, which is awesome. So if you're, again, guys, for those of you new to the channel, if you're looking for jerseys, pick up the sewn ones, the sewn jerseys, and sewn being by, you can see the logos are pretty are stitched on. Those tend to have a higher resale rate than the screen ones, depending on what screen ones you pick up. Do you use the turbo? Yes. Yeah, the turbo 450, turbo rider. How do you decide if a lot is right for you, that is profitable? Take that lot. If you're looking on liquidation.com, take the top 10 items in that manifest. Always buy manifested lots, especially if you're starting out. Stick to the Amazon seller, or I believe there's a Sony seller that I've heard does well. I've only done the Amazon. Take those top 10 items, go to eBay, and search sold listings. Don't search what's listed active, search what's sold, and try to stick to big brand names. Don't buy these no-name headphones that you have no idea. Do research on the top items. That's a quick and easy way. Just start researching. Don't look up every item, just look up the top. LaserJet, and it's slow but paid for. Yeah, it's definitely slower, but as you get more quantity, maybe take a couple bucks off a couple items that you sell, set it aside, and then buy a used one off eBay. Use peel and stick labels for my ink printer. There you go. So I use peel and stick for my FBA shipments. You can get free UPS labels, and I get those, and I use peel. That's the only one I use peel and stick for. Love my Dymo, picked up for $25. There you go. Local liquidation warehouse. Homework. That's right, Joey. Before buying liquidation, don't go in there and buy it cold, because you're going to get the same story that everyone else gets. I got scammed. Stuff was broken. I got putty in my lot. Big guy, coupon's already out for eBay supplies. So get that if you have not gotten it. I would say get it sooner than later, because I'm assuming Q4 is going to start eating up those supplies. Get a Rolo. Pac-Man, I've heard the Rolos are awesome, especially now with the peel and stick, the bigger peel and stick labels. I need to look at that. FedEx sends blank 500 sticker labels for free to new customers. You can go on Amazon if you're not a new customer. Not Amazon, I'm sorry. Go to the UPS.com website. It's free to get an account, and you could order their full set, double-sided peel and stick labels for UPS. How did you learn to do FBA? I think I watched a video or two and then just tried it. People make it sound like it's hard, but if you're looking at liquidation, be very careful. Don't send stuff from liquidation to Amazon. That's probably not a good idea. I use pouches from UPS for free. Just slip the label in the pouch. Oh, there you go, the pouches. That can work if you don't have peel and stick. Picked up a $90 used LaserJet. Nice, for $10. Nice pickup, Sean. How did you learn everything you know? Lots of YouTube, talking to people, and doing it. Just do it. Try it out. And watch a couple videos, ask questions. I'll help out. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Didn't get a coupon. I had to contact them to send me a code. Really, Outdoor Girl? I saved the link. There's a subscription, eBay subscription link if you have a store. I saved that in my favorites. So we talk about Streamline. I have an eBay folder bookmark right on my top of my Internet Explorer or Chrome, and it has every link I have in there. And I order it, right? I know exactly where to find it, but that's different if the code never appeared when you click on it. Oh, big guy. There you go. How can someone here, let's see if I have the code. I have it saved up top here. But here we go. Oops. See details. Open a new tab. There we go. See if that's the one. There you go. So it's subscriber discounts. If you can't find it or you lose the link, just Google eBay discount subscriber and it'll pop up. Tell me if that works. There's a code. Yeah, as Pac-Man says, there's a long code. Copy that when you go to the store. Oh, you didn't use the coupon code last month. No, yeah, you got to go out there and get it every quarter. All right, so I got that. I picked up this for, that was $3.99, $2.99. Where else? All right, let's see what I do here. $27. This was kind of cheap. If I can spend under 30, that's a good day. Just because I could probably sell that for 30 bucks alone. Hey, Red Nickerson, what's up? All right, so I picked up another one of these. I'm gonna sit on these. I don't know if they'll sell. It's another Sun Ice. It's a weatherproof, water-resistant, or waterproof jacket. I'm gonna list them high, 30, 39 to 40, 45. Another school thing. This is size small though. It's local to Columbus. It's a bowling green. I've sold this type of polo shirt. If you find it, I sold a Michigan one. It's an Adidas Scorch. If you find that Scorch in the collar, that will sell pretty well depending on the school. But look for those. Secretly, I kind of picked this one up for myself. Under Armour shirt. I will list it. I'll list it for at least 19. Under Armour tends to do well depending on what type of Under Armour you get. Last two things. Picked up another Columbia polo shirt. These are pretty cool. Bright color blue. I like that. Got that. And the last thing, I saw this and I was like, oh, I can't wait to show you guys. You guys know how I like these. Another big logo Under Armour hoodie. These do. I left one today that was black and had a white one, a little one up top. This one will sell pretty quickly on eBay and pretty quickly on Poshmark. So don't leave those behind. This was I think $3 or $4. Hey, what are you thinking of listing the Columbia blue polo? So those blue polos, I have a green one, I have a dark green one. I list them for about 35 on Poshmark. eBay, I'm doing 27 with best offer. So I'm listing a little higher on Poshmark just because, for example, the hat I sold on Poshmark, I got $35 out of it, 28 after fees, so 20 bucks on Poshmark. If I sold that hat on eBay, I would have probably net around 15 bucks, 19 bucks. So definitely, I say a lot more. I got $9 to $13 more on Poshmark. Individual until you get going, then carry the cost of the store. Yes, don't buy a store until you have enough listings up there. There's a calculator out there. Do the math on the calculator. That will tell you when to invest in a store. Now they have a basic store or a starter store at like $5. So do the math. Don't just get a store because you're going to be paying money before you need to. All right, last thing I picked up. This was at lunch. I took a chance on a sweater. You guys let me know what you think of the sweater. I'll tell you when I get it. Picked up this Under Armour, another Miami Under Armour polo. Simple, plain. There you go. University of Miami. Got another. This one, I took a chance on this one. This is not the one I took a. This is not the sweater I took a chance on, but it's a kind of like a, what's it called? Pesticide, Spectracide, kick grass polo shirt. I figured someone will come in. I took a chance. That's not my chance item, but that was a $3. I found the, oh, is that the one? No. A plain Lacoste. So these could go pretty high. So here's my Lacoste right there. Plain. I already sold a striped one for $25. I net around 19 after fees and shipping. But there you go, size 7. If you guys do polo shirts and you get the numbers, you can look up. So if you look up Lacoste size 7, you can go to their website and get their pricing chart. It will give you the respective size. So don't quote me. I think I had one that was 7 and it's an extra large, or is it an 8? I forget. But it'll give you the size charts if you don't know what it is, so you don't list it incorrectly. Because Poshmark, it wouldn't let me do extra large or size 7 for men's. I had to hit extra large. So look, always Google something if you can't, if you don't know. I picked up another one of these Adidas shirts. I told you guys these Adidas shirts sell quickly. This is a long sleeve MLS Real Salt Lake shirt. And then it's got a design on the back. And there's the Adidas inside. So look for either the Climalite on the back or the inside, as well as the neck. Picked up another hat. Champions Ohio State Fiesta Bowl. There you go. I'm probably going to sit on that for a little bit. I'll list this for about 24 bucks. Great condition. Looks like it's never been worn, but there you go. And this is so I spent what I spent here. I spent $22, so $45 day. I'll take it. Who else thought the Redskins let Drew Brees get the record? That last touchdown throw where he clinched the all-time passing records, it seemed like it was a little too easy. Do you reply to Facebook Messenger? Yes, Kyle. It's a little harder on Facebook page. If you go to Liquidation Facebook page, either go to Liquidation OH Facebook group or message me personally on Facebook Messenger. Those are the quickest ways. Or email me at Gmail. Same name. All right, here's what I took a chance on. It is a Lacoste V-neck long sleeve sweater. And this is size 9, so I think that equates to double XL. But there you go. The only issue with this, other than that, I think it feels stretched out. I'm going to have to include measurements, and we talk about streamlining processes. I don't like to do measurements. I've never had any issues with it yet, knock on wood, but that takes a lot of time, at least for me. And I only do men's clothes, but I don't do measurements. Here, so I don't know if this will come out. I don't know if you could see it because of the glare, but right there, you can see that mark right there. Right there, a little mark. I have not tried anything on it. I've not tried a Tide pen, magic eraser, whatever you want to call it, but or baby wipe. Those usually work great. If you have baby wipes, use them. But it looked to be dirt. I might throw it in, or if I can't get it out, take it to get washed. Or just usually what I'll do is I'll list it, and I'll say there's a small spot on the front. I'll work on getting it washed. If it does come out, I'll go back, retake the pictures, and re-edit it, and just get it out there until I can fix it. Otherwise, I'll get it cleaned. So it looks like Tony says Dawn dish detergent. I've heard that as well. That fixed one of my other polo shirts. Strange sizing, size 9. Donna, so all the Lacoste are the numbers. I forget what else. Psycho Bunny. If you guys can find Psycho Bunny, the little bunny with the crossbones on it. Usually it's polo shirts. If you can find those, I found one. Brand new. They're like $90 polo shirts. And if you look on eBay for Psycho Bunny, they sell anywhere between 50 and 35 to 40 bucks. If you need a lemon juice and salt, so Dawn dish detergent or lemon juice. Joey says, someone asked if I sold kids clothes. I said no, and they asked why. I said kids don't have credit cards. That's funny. Yeah, Pac-Man's heard of Psycho Bunny. Psycho Bunny's awesome. Stripe on the collar, yes. So pick those Psycho Bunnies up. Those are cool. I have one. Hey, Linda, what's up? Just at the tail end here. So, yeah, Don, all the Lacoste has that. But I will try that. I'll try lemon juice, and then I'll try Dawn dish detergent. But other than that, I was going to leave it behind. And usually kind of $10. $10 is high on my threshold. But for, I think it was $3.99, I'll take a chance. Especially with the money I'm going to make on the other stuff I just showed you. I'll take a chance at $4 to have a potential, shoot, $50 profit, I'm going to guess. I'm at least going to do 40 or 59. I've not looked up comps on this yet, but usually with the sweaters, now that we're getting into winter, that should do okay. Now, I'm going to struggle with color. Is this light purple or light blue? And the color is probably way off on the video, but it could be a mix of both. But that's I hate screwing up colors. I screw up colors all the time, especially when it's faint like that. Pick up some LG refrigerator filters. Lowe's, $2, selling for 30 to 40. Filters do really well. That's a great point, big guy. I get a lot of filters in my liquidation.com lots. You have to be careful Plum. There you go. I did use gunmetal on that Under Armour one I showed you the other night. So I got the gunmetal in Plum. I like that. But yeah, refrigerator filters. If you find them in your liquidation lots, they sell instantaneously. Even the off-brand ones. Doesn't have to be LG or whatever filters you get, but make sure that obviously that they appear unused or they're still sealed in the package helps. But put in lots of 3 for $100. Wow, nice job. That's awesome. I usually just say blue or purple. I hate trying to describe a color. Oh, you're colorblind. I feel like I'm colorblind half the time. All right, so plum and smoky blue. So there you go. Mishmash of purple and blue. Let me write that down. I like that. Plum, smoky blue. All right. All right, so hopefully that helped, guys. Hopefully the streamline the processes. Would love to hear what you guys do. Either comment down below if you're watching after the fact, or if you're not part of the Facebook group, head over into Liquidation OH. Head over there and talk process there too. So Rusty Raccoon listed I'm guessing a filter 10 minutes ago. Yeah, that stuff sells quickly. All right, guys, I'm gonna get pictures taken on these, get this stuff listed, at least half of it. Hopefully you guys get the list and get some stuff done. The post office is not closed tomorrow, so get all your shipping done tonight or tomorrow morning. Get that stuff out, and then get back into the routine day-to-day of getting what you normally do throughout a normal week. So enjoy your time. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Streamline those processes, and have a great night. See ya.